Hello and welcome back to Whirlwind Radio. This is Marcelo Sugdeo. A new hypersonic passenger jet that could fly across the Atlantic in 2 hours. And if you use Samsung's Messages app, you may want to start deleting your embarrassing photos. I will tell you why. Welcome back to Whirlwind Radio. Traveling across the pond to London or Paris has been quite time-consuming. Today it takes about 7 to 10 hours of flying time to get there. Now, back in the days of the steamships, it took from anywhere from weeks to days to get there. Now, all of that could be changed dramatically. Boeing has revealed a new concept, a hypersonic jet that could fly passengers from New York to London in just 2 hours. 2 hours. That's all the time it would take to get to London from New York. You could be in London in less than 2 hours. No, actually in 2 hours. Not less. Boeing is looking at this passenger plane that would be capable of hitting speeds of 5 times the speed of sound. This, of course, is faster than the Concords. And now, just to give you a reference, on September the 26th in 1973, the Concorde made its first non-stop flight across the pond from DC to Paris. And it took 3 hours and 32 minutes. Now, in 1966, from New York to London, it took 2 hours and 52 minutes. So what Boeing is proposing here is not something that is outrageous. It's within the range of possibilities. This is quite possible. When I first saw this, I was like, 2 hours? Can they do this? But by looking back and doing some research and seeing these stats, this is quite possible. Now, this new concept, this jet that Boeing is proposing, would cross the Atlantic, as I said, in 2 hours, and the Pacific in 3 hours. Today, a flight from New York to London normally takes about 7 hours. So, overall, I think this is a wonderful.
Okay, don't stop rehashing.
Okay. The chief scientist of hypersonics at Boeing said that this hypersonic passenger vehicle could be airborne in 20 to 30 years and eventually enter use as a jet for global travel. And Boeing is also considering both on the commercial and the military applications. But Boeing is not alone in doing this. You remember last year, Elon Musk came out with his super mega rocket that could travel between 2 points on Earth in less than 30 minutes. And he's looking to get this started, building this actually in the next 6 to 9 months. So that will be any time now. So we could be traveling at a faster speed quite soon. Hopefully sooner than later. If you have a Samsung phone, I know quite a lot of people who do, and you use the default Samsung Messages app for all your texting needs, you may want to check your gallery to make sure that you don't have any embarrassing photos in it. The reason why I'm telling you this, there is a bug that is causing Samsung Messages to randomly send pictures to contacts without leaving any sort of evidence on your phone. So if you have some pictures that you don't want others to see, now is a good time to start deleting. This bug has been reported on the Galaxy S9 and the Note 8 so far. But based on what we're seeing in the news, this could be affecting other Samsung phones as well. A few people who have noticed this said, and in one case, around 2:30 a.m. of course in the morning, A user's phone sent her entire photo gallery. So it's not like it's just picking and choosing one or two pictures. The entire photo gallery over text. But there was no record of it on the messaging app as if it was sent. But the other person who's received it, they have evidence of receiving your photos. Now, they were able to trace this back to this person was using T-Mobile. And on the logs there at T-Mobile, they were able to trace this as being sent and what time it was sent and to whom it was sent. Now, the user said that this same thing happened with her husband's phone the night before. Exactly the same thing happened. Pictures were sent and no evidence on your phone. Now, I would suggest that you maybe go to your settings and take a look at apps, Samsung Messages on your phone, and then go to permissions and storage. And from there, you can be able to disable the permission. And then you should be able to safely use your pictures and your phones. Until Samsung, of course, comes out with a fix for this bug. So that is something that is, of course, quite embarrassing, especially if you have pictures there that you don't want people to see. And as I said, I would strongly recommend that you go up into your settings and get that fixed. Or start deleting those pictures that you don't want to get out there. In shopping online today, most of our decisions are based on technology and how tech is being used to push the products and services to us. Now, there's a recent study that was done by Automat, and they're a leader in AI-driven conversational marketing. And it shows that consumer shopping experiences and attitudes regarding beauty purchases, while exploring the extent to which technology influences those purchases. Also, it identifies areas of unmet needs that messaging experiences can help to address. And now this study was set up as part of the focus on the beauty industry. And it's not surprising, as more and more consumer purchases have moved online. Brands across all industries have looked for ways to be more relevant through digital channels, and also to meet the needs of their increasingly mobile-first consumers. Today, it's all about mobile-first. We spend a whole lot of time on our phones. So using the digital channels on the mobile platform, these companies are focusing to use that market to bring us their products. Of course, if companies and beauty brands are not taking advantage of this mobile-first approach, then of course they will be left behind. But because of this great opportunity, many are pushing their products online, which is causing beauty consumers to become overwhelmed by so many product choices and so many product claims. Over the last 5 years, beauty brands have invested heavily in mobile, social media, AR, and other technologies. But consumers still lack access to advice and expertise that they need to buy online more easily and with confidence. And what is lacking is this personalized, trustworthy recommendations. This new study shows that virtual beauty advisors can readily step into that void and to provide that personalized service to online customers. This service can be provided if needed, because there are some people who just prefer to be left alone when shopping. For me, I like to do my own research and then shop around without having someone just standing behind me or over me or there on my screen to give me recommendations. If I need something to be clarified, then I would ask. But I prefer to be left alone, so I can relate to this group of people as well. I would like to go through some of the findings here with you. 70% of beauty consumers are overwhelmed by too many beauty product choices. And 63% of consumers are confused by beauty product claims. and this is something that is quite prevalent. We have so many choices and so many claims that we don't even know which one to choose. Over 2/3 of beauty consumers perform extensive online research before making purchases. And this is, again, quite common, and a lot of people do this. You do your research online, and then you go ahead and make that purchase. Another 2/3 of the consumers prefer to be left alone while shopping, and I've addressed this already. People just want to be doing their own shopping. Don't tell me what I should be looking at. I'm going to get there. 71% of consumers use their mobile phones to do additional online research while standing at the shelf. So those that are going into the stores, the brick-and-mortar stores, are on their phone doing their research whilst looking at that item in front of them. And then, of course, they make a decision whether they should go ahead with that or not. Nearly 49% of all respondents said that they would definitely use or likely use a virtual beauty advisor when shopping for beauty products. So that's good to know as well for companies. People will be happy to know that they have a virtual beauty advisor there that they can be able to tap into if they need to in making or asking certain questions. Virtual beauty advisors especially appeal to young, digitally engaged, and frequent beauty purchasers that beauty brands want to reach the most as part of their digital strategies. So that was the baseline finding coming out from that report. So in this study, over 1,500 surveys were completed by U.S. female beauty consumers between the ages of 18 and 65 and having a household income of over $40,000. In addition, these users, people who have completed the surveys, are mobile phone users and have Facebook Messenger installed on their phones. And also, they have done beauty product purchases in the last 3 months. So it's great to see that this survey is out, and there are a few things here that would resonate with most of us. It's not just pertaining to the beauty industry, but especially that point about shopping and having that assistant or assistance there that you can be able to tap into and ask questions as you go, but not there to really bug you to make a decision or to go with that product. So I like that, and that's something good that is out of this report. That's it for this week of Whirlwind Radio, and thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Appreciate if you can stop by at iTunes and give us a review. Love to hear from you and what you think about Whirlwind Radio. From the team here at Whirlwind, this is Marcelo Sacdeo saying, stay safe in the technology world.